Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir Selling Gods video. In today's video, I'm going to show you a different variation of the Vasska challenge boss team that uses one specific artifact that makes this team be so easy that I don't think there's going to be anything easier than this to be able to do the maximum damage. And I'm pretty certain that you can use only free to obtain heroes in order to easily do 200 million damage if you have this one specific artifact. So let's see which is the one that I'm talking about. So before I jump into this, I do want to mention, as always, you see the link over there at the top, OddOne. You can use that to support me as the content creator. Just go to the Bind Creator page and you can put code OddOne with using capitals, and you know, that's easy way to support me. Costs you nothing, helps me a ton. The more people support me, the more giveaways I will have to, you know, to give to you guys. And also you're gonna get some, you should be getting some free stuff as soon as you do that if you hit level 100. Now let's jump in and let me show you the team. I actually just swapped a couple of things in, and I just put that specific artifact that I'm talking about. And it's not something that I thought of, honestly, because I didn't even look or think about it, but somebody actually mentioned it to me on the YouTube comments, so massive shout out. I don't remember the exact name, but thank you for this idea. But pretty much it's this one over here, the Prismatic Cloak, right? So by using this artifact, you don't even need to bring attack penalty, you don't need to bring Thea or anybody else to bring the healing prohibition, healing reduction, whatever. You don't need that anymore. As long as you have this one on fits, you're golden, right? You're good to go. So what does this one do that makes it so good? Well, it's the effect of it. When the wearer successfully resists a negative effect, has a 50% chance of reflecting it to its source, ignoring the enemy's resistance. So this is crazy because it does not require accuracy. The only thing that you require is to have a good enough resistance. So I think around 300 should be just fine. On your fits, make sure you put it on fits because he's the perfect one to wear this. And then every time he does his ultimate, he pretty much removes all of that attack penalty from all of your team. And he has a 50-50 chance to reflect a ton of those onto the boss. And you're going to see that that's going to be happening a ton. You're going to see that that's a thing of beauty. I think I even let this be full auto. Oh, no, I actually had some timings on those. Okay, so let's go with the timings. I'm just gonna, you know, you quickly saw the timings, but I can show it at the end. But you're gonna see the damage that it does, and it's so easy, it's mind-blowing, right? You see that already the boss starts having that stacks of attack down. So the way that it's worded, this boss can get up to 30 stacks, which means 3 times 30, that goes up to a, what's it called, 90% attack reduction. So that's better than even having attack penalty on the boss, and it brings you so much survivability that you can easily just go ahead and slap this boss and do as much damage as possible. So you see that I have a kind of like, you know, they usually have Fitz, then I have Thorin as kind of like the healer. And the cool thing about Thorin is the fact that because he does that healing when he does his ultimate, he also puts invisibility, which means all of them are going to start going towards the only one that's not invisible, and that's going to be Fitz, right? In order to do that, you need to make sure the Fitz is in front of the boss. That way the Thorin's gonna boost Fitz's survivability through the passive, but at the same time, when Thorin does the ultimate, he doesn't place invisibility on the one that's in front, which is gonna be Fitz. Everybody else gets invisibility. If you don't put Fitz in front of him, then everybody's gonna get invisibility, and minions are just gonna go and attack everybody. But you can see it works like a charm. There's no worry, there's no issue, there's not, you know, there's no second where like, oh, I'm gonna die or anything. Damage is ramping up, pretty cool. The damage dealers in here are obviously gonna be Vidimir. He's just the king, right? He almost can compete with mythics, with, you know, with exclusive legendaries on the damage that he can do. He's just amazing, right? It's all about the passive that he has when he does the damage. I already made a specific video focusing on him, but this time around, I wanted to show you the team variation using that specific artifact. Then the other two damage dealers are Losenia and Oster. I think Oster is just like Inspire 1, so it's not like fully inspired or whatnot. But again, like I said, I do believe that, you know, with decent enough builds and decent artifacts, you can easily hit 200 million. You can see, like, with almost, what's that, 45 seconds to go, that's another 2 full rounds of ultimates. I already hit the 200 million, right? So, you know, I'm already there, I'm already capped, I'm already at max, and you see there's no issue. Like, I'm not dying. There's still a while till the boss is gonna hit me hard enough where I'm gonna die, and the damage is just a thing of beauty. And it's all down to that amazing artifact, right? That amazing artifact just makes it be so easy. My mind's blown, right? My mind is blown. You see, I did 204 million. Obviously, after you hit the 200 million, if you did not know, you deal 90% less damage, right? That's kind of like the way they're trying to cap it. Damage dealers are going to be the same. Vidimir, Oster, Losenia as the main damage dealers. They work just fine. Let me quickly show you the presets. Like I said, so skill timing is pretty easy. Just make Thorin go before the boss's ultimate, and then make Fitz go after the ultimate. So you can transfer all the, more of those attack downs back to the boss. So that's pretty standard. Now let's go and have a look at the builds that we have on these people. So as usual, I'm gonna start with the talents. You're gonna see this is what I put on Fitz. It's not maxed out. You can keep going, but honestly, you don't need too many talents. You saw he survives just fine, so don't really need to stress about this. Then Losenia, you see I went down the bottom route. Vidimir at the top. Oster, same thing at the top. And then Thorin, obviously the middle ground. This is the best one for him to heal the most and also to bring the damage mitigation. That's going to make it be really easy. Then we're talking about the builds. Like I mentioned, the Prismatic Cloak. This is kind of like the key one that you want to put on Fitz. And then make sure he has a resistance. You already get 120 resist from this one. Get a resistance negative rune. And then you can even go, but I think that should be fine, right? 120 over here. With another 120 over here, that's 240. Get a couple of substats on everything else to hit 300, and you're good to go. If you even get 50 from the Elemental Affinity, if you invest the resistance onto this pairing, then you might not even need to get substats after that. Then I gave him the Ancestral Protection, so he can soak up some of the damage from everybody else. He doesn't need any other stats, right? Just resist and then survivability, and you're good to go. Next one, let's look at Vidimir. He's obviously running a damage build with Fearless Challenge on the helmet. Chaos Symbiosis on the weapon. Glove is the Strike the Unprepared with crit damage. Offset piece over here that, works just fine. You don't need to have it be another mythic one. This one works just okay. And then I actually gave him the artifact that's exclusive for Frost, but you don't necessarily need this one. You can go with any other one that's kind of like your best. You can easily go with Eyeball of the Giant, and you're still gonna do, a decent amount of damage with him, so you're not gonna miss out on too much. Then we have Losenia, which remains obviously have enough accuracy. You need around 260, so not even that crazy. Even, you know what, I was wrong for him. Fitz, you don't need 300, I went overkill. You need 260 in total to resist. So if you have around 210 plus the Elemental Affinity, you're good. If not, just between these two, like I mentioned, you should be just fine with enough resistance. So back to Losenia, she's running actually a Puppeteer's Inspiration so that she can boost the ultimate energy of herself, Vidimir, and Oster, so you can do damage as often as possible. It's gonna be really cool on her because she's pretty much gonna do the ultimate every 16 seconds or so. She's gonna keep landing Frost, keep landing the Witch's Remains, and then I just tried to push as much damage as I could onto her, and then I was pretty much golden. Then what's next? Next one's going to be Thorin. Now for Thorin, I've not tested enough, but I feel like the Solar King's Horn is gonna be the best option because every time he heals, he gives you that 15% damage. Total right up to 10 seconds, but if you don't have the Horn but you have the Dawn Organ Pipe, you can go with that, right? Go with the Dawn Organ Pipe, stack him with a ton of attack, also give him some Enlightenment, and then you're gonna be good to go. But same thing, I put Puppeteer Inspiration on him, so that him and Fitz can be on an 18-second recharge time for the ultimate, so they can keep doing their ultimates at the exact same times. But you can see I pretty much focused on him, mostly like the Enlightenment, so he heals as much as possible. And then the last one is going to be Oster. Again, Chaos Symbiosis on the helmet. You see, like, the stats are crap. It's just, whatever I had. But this one's good because it gives him, 3 of them, 18% more attack. Can be really good. Then 100% Fearless Challenge, you want to do that. Same thing. I just have crit rate roll. Everything else is pretty much useless. And then a crit rate glove and Strike the Unprepared. Again, not the best. I just have the crit damage and that's about it. Nothing else really helps. And then an offset piece of the chest that has attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. And I just threw this one because that's the one that I had leveled up. It's because it gives me crit damage, attack, and I guess it can do a little bit more damage of this true damage. So that's pretty much the team. This is really amazing. This is really beautiful. And it's all down to this, right? This artifact just makes it be so easy that it's just mind-blowing, right? It's like, it shocked me how easy it made. And that kind of like gave me the option to have Thea available for any other team that I want to try and use, because there's still 4 teams I need to do. The next ones look difficult, right? The the what's it called, Vignara boss using Wild is just pretty easy to do 200 mil. Then this one, again, using the Frost team against Vasska, easy 200 mil. The next ones, I'm honestly, I'm stuck. I guess it's because I personally do not have like the exclusives. Like, as if I look at the top teams, you're gonna see, okay, this one, it has Nashchenka. This one has, what's his name? Thelendor. I don't have Gillian, so this one could be interesting to try and look at. Don't really have this one, but this could work. Again, I don't have Gillian, I don't have Huberg, so it can be difficult. Then I've seen some other ones with Tamar. I don't have Lothair, so, you know, next ones are going to be a lot more difficult. I'm still going to make videos on them just to show you what I can do. And, you know, hopefully it's like, this is what it's going to look like, I think. Exactly what you see over here, it's what my teams are going to look like. Maybe I can squeeze, I think, around 100 mil maybe against Twitch with Necrosis, then maybe close to 60, 70, I think, over here in Chrysos using my Dauntless team, but it's just going to be downwards from here on. But anyway, we're going to leave it at this for now. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.